Hi there, it's the director again, forever working on something. And here I go again. Picture this, right? This is how I became a shot caller. And I'm kind of embarrassed. My auntie, or my aunt, my T, I love her to death. I was embarrassed that my auntie didn't know what a shot caller was. All of the guys that she fuck with. It's just ridiculous. She fine, but a lot of niggas be at her. She older, but she look good for her age. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the shot caller. What a shot caller is and what solid is, because they are related. And so I'm gonna start before and how I became and what I'm doing now, how this plays into how I get a lot of things done in the political arena. First of all, give me some water. Okay, first of all, I want to say peace to everybody, respect. I'm gonna try to keep it as kosher as possible, but don't pay as much attention to the adjectives as the rhetorical content is what you need to be really emphasizing on. Okay, all right. Picture this: how I became a shot caller. All right, first of all, introducing myself. My name is Director Marlon Green. I'm in the Hall of Fame since 2008 as a photographer in the International Photography Society. This is equivalent to any Hall of Fame, and we're the senior organization of most media outlets today. The photograph has been around since about 1840. Between 1840 and 1832, people were experimenting with photographs using different methods. You can do your own research. France is where the first photograph was taken. And the modern photograph, now it's changed over the years, but the main concept of the photograph using light, the concept developed anywhere from 1820 to 1846. It just wasn't a refined science. It just was a lot of experiments, and it was getting mixed and good results. But the modern photograph, JPEG, TIFF, GIFs is what we're using today. RAWs. What else they use? There's a PNGs and a couple more out there, a few more out there. PDFs. All of these can be used as graphics and great files to use when making multimedia content. Now, when it comes to shot calling, first of all, in order to be a shot caller, you got to have some kind of integrity. You got to have some kind of leadership capabilities. You got to have some kind of responsibility. Okay, so let's go over those three again. You have to be accountable. That's part of it, and a lot goes into it, and just putting people in charge of shit that they don't know about and making it worse. Okay, what's a shot caller? A shot caller is basically a leader, formal or informal leader. It can be any culture, but usually the shot callers are usually not, I say not kids, unless they're in a kid's environment, because most shot callers are grown up. So you're not going to see a lot of 16 and 17-year-old shot callers. You're not going to see that much. They be in the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. And this is just an idea. It's not even a real it's not really a real term. It just describes an action. It's not even. It's just a mentality, basically. That's credible in any environment. And so, and that means that your reputation does not tarnish your rank, and you can rise up as a shot caller. And the only way that you get your shot calling titles took is that they replace you officially with another shot caller. So you really don't lose your rank, whether you in the streets or whether you in jail, whether you in space or whether you on another planet. You really don't lose your rank as a shot caller. The essence of a shot caller. What's the essence of a shot caller? All right, the essence of a shot caller is like this. They got rules written and unwritten that you're supposed to know whether you from that area or not. One thing, number one, you don't do nothing in nobody's hood unless you go through the shot callers or the set captains. That's the main two. In any basic environment, you got to show respect to them too in order to get anything done. Now, if you're not solid, don't step to these people because they got a serious mentality. And in the streets, a lot of games and a lot of fronting get people hurt. So these are the type of people you don't play with. You can play with the workers. Don't play with the shot callers. You're going to get in a lot of trouble if you do. I'm just telling you. And now, in credibility, like a shot caller, it is a leader in the community. They might not be in crime or they might not be in business. People just respect them and they roll with it. Now, what a shot caller might look like? A shot caller might just look like anybody. They might not have any indication that they look special or anything. But what they do have in common is people respect what they say, whether they like it or not. And whether it's formal or informal, or whether the word was passed down or not, they can decide what's best for the community or what's best for the immediate surroundings or environment. And in other words, shot callers got credibility over the average person because of their reputation, maybe because of their accomplishments, or maybe because how they earn, or maybe because how they do security. It just depends on what your skill set is. Now, every human should have a skill set. My skill set is airborne, administration, and air defense. Those are my official skill sets. Now, I have unofficial and official technical skills. I have a degree in multimedia. So that's really not unofficial, but I count it as unofficial because I have to have something in contrast to compare with. And so I have an unofficial skill of that. I have an unofficial skill of debate, and I have an unofficial skill of just fixing a lot of stuff in general. Like, you know, maintenance on cars, bicycles, seats, stuff like that. So that's an unofficial skill. But all men, I suggest, should have that, because if you don't have technical skills, you got to have some kind of social skills to make up for it. So you got to be balanced, work on both of them. Okay, why do shot callers exist? Shot callers exist because we live in a world of chaos, and these guys usually make the best decisions, so they call the shots, and people do either they follow it or they don't. No penalty. There's no penalty for calling the shots unless you directly in charge of something, and you ain't gonna get no reward for calling shots because that's what you do. And that's why they got you calling shots, because they need your social and your technical skills and whatever that may be. Now, now comparing shot callers to sports figures. Now, shot callers will be the only guys that you can really give credit to, because the shot callers, everybody knows them, and not too many people gonna be in there arguing with them. So that's just how it is. And you don't have to have any money to be a shot caller. Okay, how I became a shot caller. First of all, I'm a U.S. Army Airborne veteran, honorably discharged with a college degree. I was sent to prison on false allegations for threatening a government employee, but that's bullshit. You know why it's bullshit? Because since then I have put everyone to shame. I have embarrassed everyone, proving that I'm the good guy, and I did not shake that officer's hand that wanted to shake my hand after I'm in prison 2.5 years. It was really going through a rough time. My ex-girlfriend dad didn't like me. He was a Marine. They be with all that rah 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 shit. They made us break up. We almost got into a shootout. They called the cops on me, lied. I was held without 2 years without bond. And what the system does is they'll make you waddle in your own mess. They wouldn't let you clean the cell. They wouldn't let you take a shower. They wouldn't let you get decent excuse me a lot of stuff. And so by the time you get to the judge, you be looking bad. You don't be shaved, your hair don't be, and so you really look crazy, and they use that against you. A lot of the Mexican guys, they like to look pretty in front of the judge, and like, y'all gonna be doing a lots of time. Groomed perfectly in front of the judge is not really, it's not gonna save you no time, and it's not gonna make you get more time. So that shit don't bother me either. How they hurt me, I'll get to that later, but you don't touch a shot caller. You don't fuck with his life unless you got permission from the community that he served. And more than likely, you're not gonna get that permission if you try to go underground. You gotta go officially and replace them. And so that's what's a shot caller. And so if you out there in the streets, you already know what the shot caller. I just had to explain it so that you'll know what it is. How I became a shot caller. I was already a U.S. Army Airborne ass-kicking all-American paratrooper. And I went into the Army as a JRTC cadet. And I went in as an E3 when everyone else went in an E0. But I didn't get promoted because I wasn't planning on staying in the Army. I got my 4 years in. My official title was Air Defense. I was a radar operator. I did Stinger missiles. I was a paratrooper. I was Hawk missile. Hawk missiles got phased out, and now they have Patriot missile. It's been upgraded a few times, but it's still basically the same system. And I had those titles as a leader. And I was E4 promotable when I left the Army, meaning I had already went to the E5 board, became a E4 promotable. I had about 465, 70 points. Every so often, the points in the military drop, and that's when you get promoted. I got out at 4 years. I didn't plan on doing a career in the military. I just used it to get the education. I got me equivalent 2 more degrees and finishing up on this bachelor's degree, but you can read up on that later because not quite finished yet, but technically I am, but I'm not. I'll explain that later. But as a leader already in academics, as a leader, as a U.S. Army Airborne, I was already heavily into the art. So breakdancing, listening to music. I was in that classical hip hop style era, Rakim, LL Cool J, MC Light, you know, all of those guys, Grandmaster Flash. I grew up doing that, so I know this culture very good. I made myself a director of photography. Nobody made me a director of photography, but I didn't really get respected until you start putting out the quality work. But I didn't really have to get as respected in that area because I was respected as an Army Airborne. And so I was a leader going into prison. After they sent me to prison on false charges, I had gained a reputation because I do law a lot. And my reputation is credible. Trust me, they know who I am from coast to coast. And there are hundreds of demons that always try to stop me from doing shit, and I still be winning. the reason why they do shit is because America ain't shit. The people that you look up to probably ain't shit. They love frauds. And that's why a lot of you all you don't recognize yourself, you don't respect people, and your life is just chaos, and you want everybody else's life to be fucked up because yours is. And you've been on your knees and you've been over, and that's how you get a lot of your wealth in America. But I have refused to do that. So I can be living testimony to the kids that you don't have to do that and pull tricks to rise to stardom. And also, what really makes the hammer hard, I'm a Hall of Famer since 2008. This was before I went to prison. So you know, whoever sent me to prison is jealous as fuck. And he's probably a deadbeat getting drained by prostitutes, because that's how it normally is. These old school guys talk all that shit like a pimp. They ain't shit. They be trying to fuck these young girls, and them young girls be liking me because I'm more their type or more their age. And they'll drop you off a contract. They'll say, oh, well, we gonna do some business. They'll see the bitches liking you. They'll drop the contract. They'll drop the communication. They'll drop the conversation. They'll drop your name in different conversations, trying to put shit on it. And these the type of niggas the bitches have been bred to love, because they ain't shit. And all they do is pass the buck around to distract you from their shortcomings. Look at all the ideas they've taken from me and haven't said thank you. Look at all the ideas they borrowed from me and ain't give me a fucking dime. But then again, I can't ask for a dime because I'll be a hypocrite. Because I do shit for free. All I ask people to do is their fucking job. And that's one more reason that y'all should respect me more. A lot of y'all act like lions. Y'all ain't no fucking lions, okay? I'm a lion, and I don't want to be a fucking lion. And y'all not lions and trying to act like you are lions. I'm talking about in spirituality. I don't go around fucking with people for a reputation I don't deserve. Where I come from, niggas do their own shit. They don't have to pay people to do something to a motherfucker. They'll talk it out first, and if it don't work, and if it get out of control, it just get out of control. Because a lot of y'all niggas could talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk. Niggas where I'm from talk the talk and walk the walk. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all white boys so tough, how come y'all ain't run Arnold Schwarzenegger out mainstream media like me? I ran General Petraeus out. I ran Vice President Joe Biden. You'll be stupid not to listen to me. The media talking about, oh, we need to listen to the people. Listen to the people. When they freshly got their ass kicked, now they not listening to the people no more. And now they about to freshly get their ass kicked again. They still talking about polls. They still talking about popular opinion. We call shots the whole time. They lost. They still don't know what the fuck happened. Talking about we need to listen to the people. We need to listen to the people. Yeah, you do need to listen to the people. Because I represent the people. And I'm the grassroots commander that kicks everybody ass consistently with no budget. When you live your whole life chasing behind dollars, chasing behind cents, and placing your life value. And I beat all of y'all into the Hall of Fame, which means I have to be extraordinary. I'm helping billionaires get in the Hall of Fame like Jerry Jones. I don't know Jerry Jones. I just know what he did based on the research, and then I call the shot and it happened. What significant contributions have you done for your community, for your state, for your country? I got 2 states down for medical marijuana support normal, baby. 2 states. Before they met me and before I campaigned, they had no research. They had no laws. They had no compassion for medical marijuana patients. Now they do. You know why? Because of me. 2 states, baby. What other leader, shot caller can say that? I'm 2 for 2, baby. I'm 2 for 2. And if you're holding anything for us, you might as well let it go, baby. Quit fucking hating on us. Quit acting like a bitch. Quit fucking with the package. It's all legal. If it's legal, let it be legal. Quit fucking with us and do your job. Because we doing ours. You need to do your job. That's why I'm a shot caller. And I'm calling the shots, and I'm telling you to do your fucking jobs and show respect if you want some. Because if it wasn't for me, this country would be a lot more different than it is now. So show some fucking respect, and I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.